That is not normal, surely. How has it been living with your partner for the first time? So many people told me that it would be really difficult. I am so impatient because I've learned my lesson. Or is that too high? We've actually loved this series. Her first ever harness. Lovely little dinner bag. I'm actually a bit embarrassed. Hello everyone. I've made a bit of an effort today. I don't even really know why, but I feel like it looks like I've made too much effort for just Wednesday. Do you know what I mean? I can't decide whether to put a hair clip in because I feel like with a little clip it gets a bit more casual. There we go. I think that's giving a bit more casual vibes. I've had an exciting delivery arrive this morning. Decided to treat myself, not really for any reason other than I was procrastinating on Monday and ended up buying a new handbag. It's just arrived. It's from Coach. This is how you know it's a bag that was in the sale, because I think if I was spending hundreds of pounds on a bag and it arrived like this, I'd be a bit disappointed. I mean, I did end up paying, I think, £207 for this bag. So it's definitely not cheap, but I've wanted a white bag for ages and I've only got like quite big white bags. I'm excusing it. This is literally like the worst luxury unboxing ever. But it does arrive with a dust bag. Oh, and there is the little Coach envelope in there. But yeah, like I was saying, if I'd have spent like, I don't know, some of the Coach bags are what, like £400 or £500? If I'd have spent that much and it didn't arrive in like a nice box, I'd have been a bit gutted. So yeah, originally when this was first sold, I think it was like £450. Now it's down to 250 and they had a discount code, so it ended up being 207. Oh my god, it's so nice. It's the Terry bag and it's the one with ruching because, like I said, I need a light coloured bag, particularly because next month I'm actually going to an entrepreneur's dinner with YouTube. So it's for like YouTubers who also run businesses. It sounds really exciting and I think I'm gonna wear potentially a light coloured suit. So I didn't want to use a black bag. And I'm also calling it a little treat to myself for being nominated for the Be Creator Awards. If you didn't watch last week's vlog, I have been nominated by YouTube for the Women of YouTube Rising Star category at the Be Creator Awards this year, which does mean that I get an invite to the awards. Really excited for it, but also very nervous. Oh, it's actually more roomy inside than I thought it was going to be. Here's a little close-up of it. It comes with two different straps. So there's the shorter one, which is the one that I'll probably use the most for this style of bag. Just a little shoulder bag moment. I think if I'm wearing it with like, I have ordered this green suit that's arrived yesterday, which I think I'll probably wear. Or it does have a longer strap if you want to wear it as like a crossbody bag. So here's that one. It's adjustable. Just a thin little white strap really. But yeah, like I said, I like this strap. And then I just love the little details on Coach bags. Hopefully this is in focus, but it's got the little horse and carriage on there. Obviously the gold logo here. All the hardware is gold. And then the inside of the bag, see, it's quite roomy on the inside. It's got a little pocket here too. My camera can fit in that. I was going to show you my camera, but it's basically this size. This is my camera case. Fits in there nicely. Card holder, tissues, lip gloss, and my phone. That's all I ever really need. Lovely. Although I don't like these tags that come with Coach bags. I'm going to take that off. I always keep them in the little pocket inside. I just don't like this bobbly bit. I think it just feels really cheap. I can't really see the point in it, to be honest. I'll link this bag down below. I like it a lot. Lovely little dinner bag. I'm actually a bit embarrassed of this corner. I don't know why it's become clutter corner. I think it's because if there's a gap, I will fill it. Right, finally the stuff that I want. These are the shelves for my office and I think I want to tackle them. So I've got two of them. I got them on Etsy. They're just wooden unfinished shelves. So I'm going to sand them and paint them the same colour as the wall, which is summer linen from Dulux. I've got a spare of it in the garage and it comes with like all the fittings. They were quite expensive actually, but I wanted just unfinished shelves. I didn't want white wood and I also wanted them quite thin. I didn't want them to stick out too much in front of the mirror. So I think I want to have one here, or is that too high? Maybe here, and then one maybe there, or maybe they both need to go up a little bit. I don't know, I'll figure it out. They're for like decorative pieces, my YouTube plaque, my little YouTube light that I've got as well. But yeah, today's job, I'm gonna sand these down and paint them, and then hopefully my dad can come round at some point and attach them to the wall for me because I do not trust myself doing that. And this is also quite a hollow wall. if you can hear that. This house used to be a 2-bed, so it was 1 bedroom at the front, 1 bedroom at the back, but then somewhere along the line, I don't know when, it was made into a 3-bed, which is why the 2 front bedrooms are smaller. I'm very glad that it's a 3-bed, don't get me wrong, but it means that this wall and this wall are kind of like, what is it, plasterboard? I don't know, they're not like solid brick walls basically. So I'm hoping this is all right to hang up. Surely it is. It's not like it's made of cardboard. Coming at you with a voiceover because I left my microphone at my mum's house, so you could not hear a word I was saying in these clips. But basically I realised that I needed to prime the wood before I painted it. So this is me sanding down the shelves and using the primer undercoat from Dulux. One thing about me is I am so impatient. So I painted one side, I painted all the edges, and then I swapped it over, did the other one, the exact same thing, the first side and then all the edges. And then I thought, do you know what? The other one feels touch dry. I'll get that one back. So this is me literally swapping them over again, putting the wet paint on the paintings to then paint the underside of it. And then I thought, actually, I'll just do it again. So I did it with the second shelf as well. Okay, I've just finished the primer. If you saw me painting the other side before the first one was dry, no, you didn't. I am such an impatient person. If you thought I was going to wait for that, absolutely not. So now I've brought them inside and they're down here. I'm going to leave them down there to dry. I mean, to be fair, priming paint does dry really quickly anyway, but I am going to let them fully dry before I do the first coat of colour now. And in the meantime, I'm going to head to my mum's for lunch. I'm going to take some salady bits with me. I just like to go to my mum's for lunch rather than us both eat on our own. Also, if you haven't tried these mango grapes from M&S, oh my god, you need to. I wouldn't say they taste exactly like mangoes, but they do have more of like a tropical taste than normal grapes do. They are so good. I literally bought them yesterday and I've eaten nearly all of them. They are £3 a punnet though. Insane. So they're like a little treat. This vlog, full of treats so far. New handbag, mango grapes, both giving quite Tory vibes. Promise not a Tory. What do you want in your roll? Cheese?
Let's see some Pringles.
Oh yeah. What flavour you got? Oh, they're the best ones.
They are.
Every time I come home, I try and sort something out. So today is Sunny's stuff. All of these boxes you can see in front of me belong to Sunny, which is just crazy. But obviously she has a lot of harnesses and stuff. And now that I've built those drawers, if you watched last week's vlog, she's now got somewhere to store her accessories. So I'm going to sort through everything. I mean, a lot of it can probably go to Dogs Trust now, like old blankets like this and stuff. So I'm going to put together a Dogs Trust box at the same time. Oh my god, this was the first ever toy that me and my mum bought before Sunny was even born. When we were first looking to get a dog, we bought this in Primark and we were like, oh my god, imagine one day when we've got a dog that can play with this. Sunny never liked it when she was little, so I've just kept it as kind of like a memory. I don't think I want to get rid of it though, and I feel like she'd like to play with that now she's a little bit older. How cute though. I'm such a sentimental person to the point where it's a bit embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie, I've still got Sunny's baby teeth. That is not normal, surely. I find it really hard to throw away any of her puppy stuff though. Oh my god, this was her first ever harness. It literally looks like a rabbit harness. That is so tiny. Things like that, I just can't get rid of them. That's typical that you're only interested in the Dogs Trust box. They're for the doggies that haven't got homes yet, Sunny Bear. Oh, she's seen the unicorn. Do you like it now? What's this? You can have it. Ah, you finally like it. Only took 4 years. This is where the harness obsession began, when I was buying all of these before I started Sunnyside. Literally crazy. I am actually going to keep the first harness that I bought her. This was her first like proper one, I would say. Like this one was a little Pets at Home puppy harness. This one was the first small business I bought from, Poppy and Ted, and I was so excited when this arrived. So this is where the obsession began, this very harness, so that one's going to stay. Okay, this is as much as I'm willing to sort out today. So in this box is all of Sunny's leads and harnesses, adjustable leads anyway. This one is rope leads, and this section is miscellaneous, so that's got like her puppy harnesses, obviously that toy I showed you. In this one we have walking accessories, so like little wrist straps, lights, poo buddies. These will all go like in their separate drawer at home. This box is jumpers and coats, and all of this is for Dogs Trust. There's a whole mixture of stuff in here. Now that that's done, I actually wasn't planning on doing that today, but it is a good job done. I'm going to put some of the boxes in the car to take back home later. First stop, I need to go to the office because I've got some orders to pack today. So let's get going to Sunnyside HQ.
I know sometimes life can be tough, and you feel like you just had enough.
Right, so I'm back home and I've just discovered that my little portable light with this thing on the back of it sticks to our glass splashbacks. So how perfect is that? Anyway, it is 7:15 and I'm about to start dinner. And tonight, do you know what? We thought we would live on pasta when we moved out, but we actually have had pasta like a handful of times. Really isn't a lot, but I found this really good recipe, which is on the Good Housekeeping website, and it's the Easy Chicken Fajita pasta bake. We both love pasta, we both love chicken fajitas. And the reason I'm making this is because two of my friends are coming around next week for dinner. We're having like a girly night and I want to cook for them. And I know they both like chicken fajitas and they're both pasta girlies. So I wanted to like do a trial run this week just to make sure it's actually nice, because I mean, it looks good. So I went out, got all the ingredients, and we're going to do a little practice and I will show you the process, although I think it's going to literally be super easy. So these are, I think, all the ingredients. We've got some chicken breast, some onion. I'm going to serve it with a side salad and some garlic bread as well, but you don't have to. And then also in the pasta bake, we've got a mixture of peppers. There are actually 3 peppers in it, so I'm going to do one of each colour. Tomato salsa, obviously pasta, fajita seasoning, tomato puree and olive oil, I think. Oh, and cheese. Hang on, let me grab the cheese. Can't have a pasta bake without cheese. Although how annoying. I bought the big pack because it worked out ever so slightly cheaper, and I accidentally bought extra mature cheddar, so it's really strong. I think that's everything.
When you're thinking everything is gone wrong, just remember that I'm here to cheer you on. Yeah, I wanna pick you up from the ground, let you know that I'm always around.
So I put it in the grill for a little while. I probably didn't leave it long enough. I don't know, it says put it in there until the cheese is bubbling, but honestly, it's 7:30. That took way longer than I thought it was going to, so that will do. But yeah, this is the finished pasta bake. I'm just about to film a dish up dinner with me, which I do really want to get into. I just always forget, but obviously we're cooking dinner every day now, so I might as well do it. Also, look, see how clever is that? That makes the glass splashbacks worth it, just because I can do that. So yeah, I'm going to film this for TikTok and then eat our dinner. I'm going to have a little bit of salad. The garlic bread is in here, and the pasta bake. I'll link this recipe in the description down below in case any of you want to recreate it. I'm impatient and it was taking way too long. Also, that fan you can hear, that's the grill still going. I don't know why it does it, it drives me insane. Which we love in this household, makes us feel healthy. We've got a garlic bread each. My phone fell off again, sorry. And that's our dinner.
Up and leave. Take a lot of courage just to live out your dreams. Bigger picture I could see if I just close my eyes. Have the foresight to believe. Time don't move backwards, it speeds to the future fearlessly. Charging forward when I open my mouth, though I may not know how. I know I was born to sing. Travel the world.
Good morning, everyone. Where's the doodles? There she is. My hair's looking a bit rubbish today, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I washed it last night and then I braided it and slept in it and I thought, oh, it would be lovely and like, I don't know why I thought it was because it happens every time. I thought it would be lovely and wavy. No, it's just like a frizzy mess. And I've just really quickly run the curlers over it, like genuinely in about 5 minutes. I can't be asked. I'm not leaving the house today, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah, I'm feeling good today actually. It's Saturday, it's a bank holiday weekend. I've got quite a lot to do, I'm not gonna lie, but I am gonna try and have tomorrow and Monday off. Sonny was sick this morning though. Sonny, come here, come and tell your friends. Oh, she's gone up on the sofa. She can tell you up there. She brought up quite a lot of bile, and I don't really know why. I think maybe because she hadn't had breakfast yet, but it was like neon yellow to the point where I was like, oh my God, is she all right? She's had her breakfast. She seems fine in herself, but it's a very rainy day, so lucky for her. We're not going out for a walk this morning. We just have cuddles, playtime, and then I've got work to do. First things first though, my day doesn't start without an iced coffee. We buy these coffee pods on Amazon. They're the Starbucks ones. Josh's favourite is the blonde roast. My favourite, I think, is this one. I don't know, I like the ones that are quite a bit stronger. I like espresso roast, I like the Cafe Verona, but I think this is number one for me, the single origin Colombia. I don't really know anything about coffee. All I know is you put the pod in and it tastes nice. It goes in there, you press espresso, and then Sabrina Carpenter provides your coffee for you in the morning. Job done. These are the coffee syrups we've got right now. We do want to build up our collection, but we've got tiramisu, caramel and chocolate cookie. Chocolate cookie is Josh's go-to. Mine is caramel. I've already got through an entire bottle of this in 2 months. That's so bad, isn't it? Coffee done, got a Belvita. It's actually really late in the morning. It's like, I think it's like 11:30, so we'll have lunch soon. So I'm not gonna have a massive breakfast. But yeah, like I was saying, the coffee syrups, I really wanna build up our collection and maybe have like one of those little turntables in a cupboard with loads of different syrups. I've got at home a black cherry one for hot chocolates. I wanna get a pumpkin spice. I wanna get a hazelnut praline. I wanna get, you know, like the Christmassy ones, like maple or like cinnamon, and oh, just love a coffee. When it gets cold though, I'll switch to hot coffee rather than iced coffee, but at the minute, I'm relishing in the iced coffees. And while I'm drinking this coffee, I'm watching Fab and Elle's new vlog. If you haven't watched their channel, oh my God, you need to. They are the most wholesome family of 4. They've got twin boys, so cute. I literally love their videos. They're so easy to watch. I admit it, my impatience the other day had a slight consequence. So, remember how I was painting these shelves? Didn't really wait for them to dry before I painted the other side because I was impatient. So I did like the top, the sides, let it dry like that, let it dry for about 5 minutes, turned it over, painted that side. It was like touch dry, but obviously not fully dry. And then I thought, right, I'm not gonna lay it on the biggest surface areas. So I laid them like this. Obviously this is the back of the shelf, this is the front of the shelf. Laid them like that on the cardboard, went to pick them up today. They were stuck to the cardboard. So along here, you can see I've literally just sanded it off, but there was cardboard stuck to it, like big pieces of cardboard. I think I've managed to get around it. I've just kind of like I said, sanded it. And the little imperfections, who's gonna know other than everyone watching this video? But why did I lay it down on the front? I should have laid it down on the back because you don't see that anyway. That's gonna be touching the wall. So this time I'm gonna do the first coat and I'm only gonna do one side and I'm gonna leave it to dry until tomorrow. I'm gonna do it over a few days now because I've learnt my lesson. But like I said, they weren't that cheap, so I really don't want to ruin them again. It's also raining, so we're doing it inside today. This is the colour I'm using from Dulux. It is Summer Linen. I reckon it might only need one coat. It's just such a lovely colour. I don't know if it's portraying well on camera, but it's basically Egyptian cotton but lighter. In some rooms it can look a little bit yellow if you've got a particularly sunny room, but in a north facing room it is the perfect beige. This is the white one compared to it. Hopefully you can see a difference there. I absolutely love it. I think Summer Linen is an underrated colour from Dulux. So I asked you guys the other day on Instagram if you had any questions about moving out, the house process, the house in general. And when I say you guys love the topic of the house, I'm going to go through your questions and give you some answers. Also, this room is not finished. I feel like I should specify that because looking in this viewfinder, it's looking very plain. We do want to paint this wall, maybe up to about like here, you know when people do panelling, like 3/4 of the way up. And then above the panelling, we're going to put 2 canvases up there. We're yet to make them because we don't know how big we need them. It depends on how high up the panelling goes. I'm waffling. But basically we're going to do one for me, one for Josh. We've both picked our favourite lyric to do with love or finding your person, something like that. And then we're going to put the lyric on the canvas using wooden letters, which I've already got in my bedside table, and then dab it with paint so it looks like a bit speckled. So that's what we're going to do above the panelling. And we're also going to paint the canvases in the same colour as this wall. So this is Sail White from Crown. So it will kind of blend into the wall, but not really. Oh my god, look at Sunny with her new favourite toy. This is Carlos the crocodile. She's obsessed. She's resting her chin on him. Love you so much. So yeah, that's the plan for this wall and this room. Okay, right, let's have a look at your questions. First one is, how has it been living with your partner for the first time? So many people told me that it would be really difficult and I found it surprisingly easy. I think because so many people told me that you're going to want to kill each other, he's going to get on your nerves, it's so difficult when you're living with someone for the first time. So many people had put that into my mind that I thought it was going to be really hard, but honestly, I guess it depends who you're moving in with, but me and Josh are very similar in the fact that we both like a clean and tidy space. We both have the mindset of put it away, don't put it down. So with like after dinner, we never just leave our plates on the side, we always wash it up or put it in the dishwasher because then it's done, and we both feel like we function much better in a tidy home, and I think that's the main reason why it's been easy. The only thing is we both really miss having a double bed to ourselves. Nothing personal, you've just got half the space to sleep in. I'm usually a starfish kind of gal when I sleep. What are your favourite house bits you've bought and couldn't imagine life without now? This is such a boring answer, but my favourite thing we've bought is the washing line and the retractable hose in the garden because I'm a little bit obsessed with water in the garden. So every evening I'll go out there if it's not rained, water the flowers, because I'm not gonna lie guys, flowers are expensive, and to do the planters at the end of our garden, I'll put a picture on screen in case you've not seen previous vlogs, they cost probably in total with the planters as well and the paint and the flowers, probably I'm gonna say like £300. I don't want those flowers to die and wilt and shrivel up, do you know what I mean? Sorry, Sunny wanted to leave. As I was saying, don't want the flowers to die, so the retractable hose, so handy, not having to reel it up every time. And the washing line, we were using the Aera, you know, the clothes horse, I think some people call it. We were using that for the first 6 weeks that we moved in and putting it out in the garden, bringing it back in, such a faff. So having the washing line, great. A less boring answer though, something that we really don't regret spending money on is our TV for the lounge. We got the Philips Ambilight TV and it wasn't like crazy expensive or anything. We actually got it in a sale, but you know the TVs that light up around the edge with the picture? We both love sitting down in the evening and watching TV. It makes it more immersive. We love that TV. She's back with Carlos. Oh, don't worry. I don't want to sit there anyway. Little pest. Someone said, what are your favourite homeware shops? I'm going to say Dunelm for this one. Although for like furniture, I would probably say Belliani, which I hadn't heard of before. But I found them on, I think it was a Facebook ad. And that's where we got our dining table from and we love it. Next question is best organisation hacks. I would say, it's not really a hack, but it's something that I'm glad I've done, is I've put our bathroom cleaning stuff in a basket upstairs. I just know if I had to go downstairs and root through the cleaning cupboard to find which specific products of the bathroom, I wouldn't clean the bathroom as much as I do. But because everything's up here and it's in one box and all the bathroom stuff is together, it's so easy to clean the bathroom, like 20 minutes and it's done. How's it been moving away from your family? I'm nervous to leave mine. There are quite a few questions like this looking through. I think because I was quite open about being so nervous to leave my family. Do you know what? I think I've only had maybe 2 nights in the house. We've been here for 2 months now. Maybe 2 nights where I've thought, I can't believe I'm not at home and I miss my mum. But I'm really lucky that I see my mum every day because she lives so close and because we work together at Sunnyside. Other than like the first few days, which I did find really difficult, once I'd gotten over that feeling, I remember even in the first week, I started to think, this actually is nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. And now I'm really enjoying having our own space and our own house, and I'm not finding running the house as difficult as I thought I would. I think before you move out, you can overthink everything and you feel like everything's going to be difficult. You've got to keep on top of this, you've got to keep on top of the washing, you've got to do this and that and clean and cook every night. It all feels like a lot. But when you're actually in the house and you're doing it day to day, you kind of just find a routine and then it doesn't feel so overwhelming anymore. So if this is you and you're worried about it, I would say try and find comfort in the fact that you will probably feel a lot better than you're expecting to feel, and also try and make sure that you see your family a lot. I know everyone is so different when it comes to this, but if I didn't see my mum a lot, I think I'd struggle a lot more. But any questions I've got, I ask my mum. Is there anything you regret doing to the house? I wouldn't say I regret anything that I've done. The only thing I regret is not putting a plug socket in the kitchen by the back door, which is such a minor thing. I thought about it and I decided against it because I thought, no, I probably won't need that. But looking back now, I wish I'd done it when all the walls were open, the ceiling was open, there was wires hanging down everywhere. It would have been so easy to fit a plug socket before that wall was plastered. But this is your sign. If you're thinking of adding a plug socket somewhere while you're renovating, just do it. You can never have too many plug sockets. What was your biggest expense apart from the house? Other than the actual house, the kitchen was the biggest expense. I think that came out in total at about 13 to 14,000. As for stuff, the garden furniture was the most expensive. We love it though, we don't regret buying it at all, and we've loved using it over the summer. I'm actually a bit sad that the weather's changing and we're not going to be using the garden furniture as much now, but there's always next year and the year after and the year after. Next question is, do you think you'd have moved out on your own, i.e. without your boyfriend also moving in? I don't think I would, no. I think my answer would probably be different if I had a different job. Like if I was going to an office 9 till 5 with co-workers, then I think, yeah, I'd be fine on my own. But because I work by myself, I think living by myself, I would just get really lonely and probably in my own head too much. How did you help Sunny settle into the new house / environment? So obviously she'd been round at the house for the past 8 months while it was being renovated, but I think, I mean, this isn't a good bit of advice, but when we moved in, we decided to ditch the crate at night time. So she sleeps in our bedroom now. Well, she doesn't really, to be fair. She'll sleep on our bed for about 5 minutes when we get into bed. Then she jumps down and she goes into my office or Josh's office. She has a bed in every room, which I know is really excessive, but she just kind of settles wherever. I don't know why, but she just doesn't like to sleep on our bed. And then she comes back in the morning about, I'm gonna say half an hour before we wake up. I don't know how she knows that we're about to wake up. So yeah, she doesn't actually sleep on our bed, but she doesn't sleep in her crate anymore. So I think because of that, instantly she's like, wow, this is great, I love this house. But I've kept a lot of her routine the same, so nothing about Sunny's day changed other than where she was, which I think really helped. Someone said, I'm so scared to move out. How do you feel safe on your own when Josh isn't there? I think a really key thing for this is get to know your neighbours. As soon as I got the keys to this house, I introduced myself to both the houses next door. Gradually I've started to get to know the people living opposite as well. I think if you're just a neighbourly person, try and get on with your neighbours, and then you always know that if anything happens, you've got people immediately there that you can go to. Even though like we're not close to our neighbours, but we always have a conversation with them if we see them on the driveway, if we see them out and about, if we see them down the road. And I think just building that little relationship with them, you haven't got to be best friends, but knowing that if you really needed help, you can go and knock on their door and there's someone there, that makes me feel a lot better. A couple of people have asked if I had a Help to Buy ISA. No, I didn't. I just saved from when I was really young. I said this to Josh the other day actually. It's a really weird feeling because as soon as I started working, any extra money I had, I saved to go towards a house, which is eventually what I used for my deposit. I don't know much about a Help to Buy ISA. I never really learned about it, but I think they are really good. So I don't know if it would cost me a lot less if I'd used a Help to Buy ISA. I honestly don't know. But it's a really weird feeling that since I've been working, I've been saving for the house and to do everything up. And now that that's pretty much done, I mean, there's still money to be spent on the house, not everything is finished, but I would say like 95% of it is done. Now when I'm saving, it's really weird that it's not for the house, it's for like our future and for, obviously I'm self-employed, so in my mind, if we eventually are lucky enough to have a baby, I won't get maternity pay. So any money that I'm saving now is basically allowing me more time with a newborn, which is a really weird and like grown-up feeling to feel, but realistically that is it. Obviously we're also saving for holidays and dinners out and just fun things and activities and like the stuff before the serious stuff. But yeah, ultimately it's a weird feeling. But no, I didn't have a Help to Buy ISA. That was a proper tangent. What else do you want to do to your house in the future? I would say if we eventually get to a point where we need a bigger house, there is potential to extend this house. No time soon, but up our stairs, basically our stairs are like a right angle. You could potentially take it up and it be like a T, so it could go both ways, and then you could walk that side of the house as well. So there's potential to add like another 2 bedrooms probably, or maybe like 1 big bedroom. We will eventually convert the garage into Josh's office. We don't really need a garage as big as we've got, to be honest. I mean, it's really handy for storage space and we do use it, but I think we only use it because we've got it. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if we really cleared out the garage, I think we could at least half the size of it. So that's like future plans. That's not anytime soon. I cannot be bothered right now having builders in and going to home base every other day. No, thank you. I've just thought of another thing that we want to eventually do as well. We want to board the loft, not to use as a room or anything, but just to have as storage space, because at the minute it's just beams, so we can't put anything up in the loft. So eventually I would like to get that all boarded out and made a little bit more spider-proof, because there is no chance in hell that I would go up there at this moment in time. Okay, and this is going to be the last question for now. Someone said, how do you split the household tasks? Thinking as me and my boyfriend may be moving in soon. I guess we've kind of naturally fallen into roles, but also I love doing all the jobs, so I don't really mind doing anything. The only thing I hate doing is taking the food bin out. Oh, it makes me feel ill. And then having to wash the food bin. I do that, I bleach it every time we empty it, but still disgusting because there's like food juice at the bottom of it. One thing I've found that I was really worried about before is the laundry and doing the washing, but I love doing it. It's like therapy. So I always do the washing. Josh does the hoovering. He finds that really satisfying. And then we kind of just both do everything else. Oh, I do cut the grass. He's offered to cut the grass many times, but that is probably my favourite job of the house. I would say cooking dinner, very 50-50. Everything else 50-50 really. You'll have jobs that you enjoy more than others, and hopefully the other person doesn't mind doing those jobs. But I think we're still kind of in the novelty of enjoying running a house. So we're still in a bit of a bubble where nothing feels like a massive chore yet. I'm sure that will change, won't it, Carlos? Anyway, that's all my questions done for now. Sorry if I didn't get round to yours, but I've been talking for 25 minutes and that is way too long, and I've still got this entire vlog to edit this evening. So we're calling it quits there. So exciting, guys. It is Saturday night. It's 7:45. We've got pizzas. This is only, Josh is standing off camera here. This is only our second takeaway, do you know that?
Yeah,
We've had one Chinese and now we've treated ourselves to pizzas. This is Josh's. What is this called?
Can't remember, it's just a meat feast, no mushroom.
Like a meat feast. Oh my God, imagine if I dropped it. Some people are going to really judge, but I've gone for Hawaiian today. I normally am a meat feast kind of person, but I just didn't fancy it really today. I asked for extra pineapple, but that's not looking very pineapple-y to me, if I'm honest. I got the... Oh no, my light fell in the sink.
Didn't want that.
I think it's safe. I've gone for the Italian crust. I just find it less filling. There is no way I'm going to eat all of this now, by the way. Some days when I'm really hungry I could, but I don't feel that hungry. Probably the 5 biscuits and cup of tea I had a couple of hours ago. But I'll have the other half for lunch tomorrow. I'm excited, are you?
I'm starving.
Pizza! I'm having my new favourite drink as well, which I discovered recently. Got them from Asda. Cherry 7-Up. Oh my goodness, it's so good. It's like Cherryade, but lighter. It's actually delicious. And Josh doesn't like cherry flavoured things, so even better, because more for me. And while we're eating our pizza, we're on the final episode of Love is Blind UK. We've seen 4 out of the 6 couples, whether they get married or not. I'm not going to give any spoilers, obviously. We've actually loved this series. I did not enjoy the American ones, but the UK one, so good. It's safe to say we are very excited for the Love is Blind reunion on Monday. If any of you watched this series, let me know who your favourite couple are in the comments down below. Our favourites were Nicole and Benaya, I think anyway, but we did love Demi. Look how rubbish my hair looks now. I mean, we did take Sunny out for a walk this evening for like over an hour, so that's probably why, because it's very windy. Anyway, I'm going to end this vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. Do subscribe to see my future videos. Stick around, join the fam. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a lovely week next week, and I'll see you again next Sunday with another little video. Bye guys. Love ya.